Hi! Basically, I turned 18 today. Yay! Alright, so basically one of the things that I got was something that I've been wanting to get for a really long time. I got introduced to alcohol markers when I was a lot younger, and I've never really done them myself, but I liked them. Like, I've experimented with them, but I've never, like, fully drawn something with them. So, I got ohuhu markers, yay! I'm so excited for these. I've already tested them out and blended them and stuff like that. So today, I'm going to be doing kind of a review on them, but like also testing them out on an actual picture. So I drew something really, really simple. It was kind of hard for me not to draw a lot of detail in it because I really wanted the markers to like take over the detail shadowing part of it. So I tried to put as little detail in it as possible. So yeah, it's just a very simple picture, not one that I really care about, so I'm just going to be practicing and basically showing you how they work and how much I like them. So let's go ahead and open it, and I'll show you what we got. Okay, so my first thought about these was I think it's really convenient that they send you a zip-up case, and it even has a handle. And then I really like the range of colors that they have. There's enough like skin tones and then lighter colors versus darker colors. They gave me this little plastic sheet to put under my paper in case it leaks through. And I've heard that in the past the little sheet was breaking, so they had to turn it into a more flexible, thinner plastic. And then they also gave me these swatch sheets, which I think I will redo in my own sketchbook just because different colors can look different on different papers. And then I really like the barrel. It's very easy to handle. I got the brush tip, which is reversible, and that's really cool. And the other side is a chisel nib. They labeled each side with a gray line, which I think is really convenient. So then I picked out my colors, and I will say that the colors on the cap do not match the color of the ink, so I had to use the reference sheet quite a bit just to figure out what color was what. The ink is very, very smooth. Like, the alcohol spreads it really well, and they seem to blend pretty well. I just am beginning and I don't really know how to do it, so and I apologize for the camera angle. I was using my DVD player as like a shelf, and I had my camera hanging off of it basically because I don't have a tripod, and my camera is literally so old that it won't handle anything other than a 2 GB SD card. So every time I film, I have to stop like 3 times in the middle of it to take all the film off my SD card onto my computer and then delete it off the SD card to reuse the SD card to put back in my camera. And it's such a tedious process. I feel like that's part of the reason why I don't make videos very often, because I hate dealing with that so much. I liked shadowing on this picture a lot. I like how much the darker colors like bring out. They just make it look so much better. That's what I'm trying to say. But I feel like I should have left it just as a blocky shadow instead of trying to blend it, because once I started to blend it, it all looked like the same color basically. And one thing that I'm noticing now that I'm rewatching this is it does look a lot better on the camera. Like, you can actually see the shadowing. I think I just blended it a little too much after like this initial blending. And the colors are very, very similar. Like, the camera doesn't make it look any different, which I think is really nice. I did add freckles on this, but you can't see them because, again, probably the camera angle. But I did add freckles on it, so in person it looks like a really cute freckly girl, but that's okay. One thing that I began figuring out at this point was that obviously markers spread, but I feel like alcohols spread more than normal. Like, they go outside the lines. And so I really tried to be careful about not getting them into the other space of the other color. So I think I need to put less, like, I need to be lighter with my strokes. And then with the hair, I wasn't exactly sure how to blend because I don't have a darker color than this brown that I'm already using, except for black. And I don't feel like that would be a good shading color. So what you'll see me do up here later is just taking the same brown and going over the sections that I wanted a little bit darker for shadowing. Because I didn't end up putting highlights in her hair. I just have like the 2 blonde pieces that, you know, were really popular like I don't know how many months ago. And I just took the same brown and went over pieces that I wanted to be darker. So instead of highlighting it like most people do, I just shadowed it basically. Right here, I wanted to add like color to her lips and then a little bit of blush. And the pink was way too dark. But it was like the only natural color pink that I feel like I had. I mean, there's lighter pinks than that. But it looked different on just a plain sheet of paper than it did layered on top of skin color. So that was something very interesting that I learned. So I tried to blend it out and it did end up working. She just might be one of those people who likes a lot of blush, and that's okay. But yeah, it looks very striking when you look at it, but it ended up looking okay in person and on camera too. It looked okay. So just some thoughts as I'm finishing up. I learned a lot through this, and I feel like I could do a lot better, take my time when I wasn't like waiting for my camera to run out of storage. I was so scared the entire time that I was not gonna get the right amount of film, but ended up being okay. And I really, really like these. I would recommend them to anyone who can't afford Copics because from what I've heard and what I've experienced just now, they're very, very similar and very worth it. I hope everyone enjoyed my chaotic mess of video as always, and I will see you next time. Bye!